The competitive fires still burn inside Angie Knox-Duryea. At a recent alumni match against the current Ram volleyball team, Angie played across from her sister Michelle. Angie played in the mid-'80s and helped CSU to 4 consecutive postseason appearances. Michelle's team is currently ranked in the top 10. Success has deep roots at Colorado State. The thunder surrounding today's bowl trips and national rankings first roared years ago in the power and brilliance of Harry Troxell, Angie Knox, Mike Bell, Bob Weber, and Greg Myers, the Hall of Fame class of 2001. The inductees did more than make big plays. They shared a passion and commitment for their sport and the overall athletic program. From their first day on campus, they made up their minds to give their all and do their best. That attitude carried them to the fulfillment of their dreams.
My attitude was always try to be the best I could be, and so I worked toward that all the time. But I never imagined in my wildest dreams that I would be playing professional football.
Mike Bell was a 2-time All-American and runner-up for the 1978 Outland Trophy, presented to the nation's most outstanding lineman. Mike played so hard, he knocked the horns off his helmet.
Probably the most intense player I ever coached in college. In fact, when he was young in practice and we couldn't slow him down, we used to have to take him out when we wanted to scrimmage because his intensity level was so high we couldn't run any plays.
I look back on those days and I'm able to really appreciate and cherish what I had there. I mean, 4 years at Colorado State, I can honestly say, are some of the best times of my life. I mean, I played 12 years in Kansas City, but being in Fort Collins for those 4 years, there's so many memories. There's so, you know, when I'm sitting here talking about it, I get chills thinking about it because, you know, just coming out of the tunnel and the way the fans would cheer, I do feel like I'm a Ram, and I'm always going to be a Ram, always. I mean, that's where everything started for me, and I'll never forget that.
Bob Weber was a 2-time All-Conference player who in 1956 was named Colorado State's top athlete.
You know, I didn't play football in the country schools. We didn't even have a football, and there was no television to watch football. So I didn't see a game probably until I played in one in high school. But my goal was just to hope and pray that I could make it as a player at Colorado State.
He wouldn't back down from a buzzsaw. He was tough. He'd hit. He was a very intelligent player. He always knew what to do and how to get it done. And he was a good leader.
He went on to make his mark as head coach on both the junior college and Division I level.
And you need great people like Bob Davis and Thumb McGraw and Tuffy Mullison to help guide you and be a mentor to you. Now you played for them, now you got to go back and find out how they got you to play like they did. I drew on that and that only to set my career off in coaching.
Bob's favorite memory takes him back to the 1955 championship season in which the Rams defeated Wyoming and CU on the road.
Well, that was when Gary Glick was a senior, and you still had to play both ways. 8 out of our 11 starters were service veterans. So we were pretty mature, and we knew exactly what we wanted, and we made it happen.
Let him out! Hit it! Yeah! Great talk, nice job, nice job.
Angie Knox-Duryea was a 2-time All-American and 3-time All-Conference volleyball standout.
Angie Knox was an explosive athlete, big jump, great arm, and could hit the ball hard and put it to the floor more than anybody else in the game at that time.
She'll never forget her senior season and how her number 5 ranked team bonded together to reach their goals.
Unbelievable chemistry. Everyone knew their roles, everybody pushed everybody, it was just the greatest thing in the world. I mean, there was never a time when anyone let down. If we were in the weight room, we were all pushing each other. You know, if it was conditioning, we were pushing each other. It was always just to excel, because we all wanted the same thing. We all had that goal, and that's where we wanted to go. And we're going to help each other do it.
Campbell comes in motion, and Morgan drops back to pass. He's under pressure. He throws. The ball's tipped. Intercepted. Greg Myers. What a play! Rams take over.
Greg Myers was a two-time All-American and winner of the Jim Thorpe Award for the nation's best defensive back.
It's just one of those things that I wouldn't have had those honors presented my way. I truly believe that without the great teammates and great coaching staff and great foundation that we laid over the years.
He was also a two-time academic All-American and four-time All-Conference player.
The football is just the smallest part of it. And his athletic career here, the big part is Greg as the student, Greg as the leader, Greg as the person, Greg as the character, Greg as the inspiration to all of us.
Touchdown, and Greg Myers has broken the WAC record.
Well, I think throughout life, athletics, and especially at CSU, it creates a foundation for you to succeed later in life. I really believe that. You got goal setting, you got teamwork, work ethic. I mean, it's a lot of things that are important after football's over. Is something that you create while you're there as an athlete at CSU, and which helps you be successful after you're done.
Harry Troxell believed in people and the power of athletics. He defined the role of student athlete for over 20 years as the department's faculty representative.
And he was a man that kind of liked to see the total student develop.
I know that I've had people that have come up to me even to this day that have said, if it weren't for your father, I wouldn't have maybe gotten my degree. That his encouragement helped me get over those hurdles and those bumps and finally achieve.
Another thing that he felt really strong about was that the life lessons that you can learn in athletics. And I think a lot of this stemmed from the fact that he felt that he got an opportunity to go to school by playing football at Duke University, and there was a place for athletics and it created opportunities for young people.
The perennial success of women's volleyball and basketball and clearly the success of the football team from the Freedom Bowl through conference championships over the last few years. I think he would have really truly been the happiest person on earth.
Success today makes us all proud, but the smile is a little wider, the chest a little puffier for those who carved the path for others to follow.
I feel very proud to be a part of the foundation of the things that are going on at CSU now, and I think what they got going now is unbelievable, the tradition they got in football. I've been to a couple bowl games they've been to, and I go there with a lot of pride knowing that I played for them.
Oh, I feel like a solid link in the history of at least football at Colorado State University. For the present teams to draw on that now, that makes you feel wonderful.
I remember one of the first games watching Sherry Danielson kind of being overwhelmed, like I could never even be on the court out there with that team. So it's hard to put into words what it feels like because I had such an incredible feeling when I was going to CSU.
Heroes echo through our past, planting the seeds of inspiration, adding another layer to the legacy, making us proud to be a CSU Ram.
I remember walking through the hallways and seeing pictures up of the Hall of Fame stuff. You don't really think about it because you think of it as something that's higher than you are and what you've accomplished. And the history of some of those guys is just incredible to think that you're going to be next to that